My name is Hannah Demek and I'm from the East Midlands PM Forum Committee. Our speaker today is Victoria Moffatt. She's a former lawyer and Managing Director of LexRex Communications.
Once you understand what the challenges are, or at least some of the challenges that you're facing, the next steps need to be, okay, can they be mitigated? Can they be managed? Can they be removed? And again, then working through those, you should be able to see a bit of a route through, hopefully, the challenges that you still face. Your next step then obviously is going to be looking at those in terms of your overall strategy, your goals and your objectives and your tactics, and just kind of understanding which of those are still deliverable and which of them are still relevant, and which of them are going to have to kind of go by the wayside. So what are the long-term trends that you can identify? What are the emerging trends? You know, what do we think is kind of the next big thing? What do we think the next big changes are going to be? So maybe for law firms, once everybody's vaccinated and we can get back to work, is everybody going to be back in the office 100% of the time, like the vast majority were, before COVID? Honestly, no, I don't think people will. But is that going to be an emerging trend, later on, that actually people say, I'm going to come into the office 2 days a week and the rest of the time I'm going to work from home? Or is it going to be, actually, I'm not going to work 9 till 5 anymore. I'm going to work, 9 till 3. Then I'm going to go and get my kids from school, and then I'm going to work 7 till 9 at night and get my hours in that way. 2020 was certainly an exercise in learning how to plan effectively and how to respond to change. How do we do it? Again, I think it goes back to that listening and observing point. On the strategy point of view, again, it's just really important to just try and zoom out and not be tactical. And by that, I mean, try to understand that if you take an action, it's going to have an effect on something. Equally, if you decide not to take an action, then not doing something, remember, is also in reality taking an action.
So we've got one about managing stakeholders. She puts, I don't disagree with Victoria, but what if the lawyer is tone deaf to that or has targets that haven't changed in the meantime?
And I think it's a bit of a combination of all the things I've already said, which is what's the buy-in like at the top level, and can you call on people who are in management positions to kind of to help and support? And it might be that managing director or managing partner, whoever you have, CEO, might be really pro marketing and really get it, and maybe for them it's an education piece for them to be able to show the other partners or the directors or however the firms or members, however the firm's set up, to sort of demonstrate the marketing team's value.